So I'm in the cubicle I'm a marketing manager for Crestt toothpaste,
Yes.
and I'm like sick of it.
Yes.
And I want to break out.
Yes.
Incomes are going down.
Yes.
I'm worried about my job because
Yes.
they're outsourcing everything
Yes.
to China.
Yes.
What should I start to do?
The
or
first
look
thing
at?
you should do is you shouldn't have fucking watched House of Cards this entire fucking Saturday. That's the first thing you should do.
Okay.
If you complain, and by the way, you could make $20,000 a year and not be complaining. So this is not about how much success you've had. This is complaining. This is, oh, woe is me. I'm in this cubicle. You're complaining to yourself, and
Right.
even worse, and I know you guys, you're complaining to others. Your spouse, your girlfriend, your brother, your mom. If you are complaining, the first thing that has to happen is the elimination of Madden, the softball team, House of Cards, leisure. Leisure is what you give up to have the audacity to build your life that you want. So if you didn't watch House of Cards for 13 hours this weekend, it would have given you 13 hours to map out what you're gonna do to get out of that job at Crestt.
Yeah, Johnny Crestt. He eliminates House of Cards, eliminates the softball game. He's ready to go. What's next?
Self-awareness. I believe that self-awareness is the single best number one attribute anyone could ever be gifted with. Better than being good looking, better than being super smart, self-awareness. I'm very comfortable in admitting that I don't know the science behind self-awareness. I don't know the anthropology or psychology around it. I don't know how it's taught. I just know it's the thing. And then you do the assessment and you take the data and you finally, for the first time in your life, Johnny Crestt, decide you don't live life hoping and wishing you were something. You start for the first time in your life actually deciding what you are and navigating around that.
So Johnny Crestt does this. Now he starts to change. He's like, okay, they're right. I want to do bigger and better things in my life. What's next? What's the next practical step? Because that's a good practical step.
Well, I think that at that point, Johnny Crestt wants to decide if he wants to go for it or not. Because I actually think 8 out of 10 times Johnny Crestt, after that process, takes a step back and says, you know what? I like getting drunk with my buddies on Thursday night. I like House of Cards. I think it's kind of cool. And he may then realize, I'm actually okay. Like, yeah, I'm not going to be Mark Zuckerberg.
But let's say he's not.
Okay,
He
well,
wants
then
to
he's
start a
not.
business.
Then he decides what I think, back to crush it, he tries to build a business around something he loves. Because if he does that, it won't be work. Johnny's now 38. Did we make him 38?
Let's make him 38.
Johnny's now 38. And Johnny watches NASCAR every weekend. Johnny does mixed martial art. Like, Johnny has to look at what he does when he's not working and build a business around that. Let's say Johnny, 15 years at Crestt, let's say Johnny makes $213,000 a year, right? Like, what he has to do is decide that is he willing to make $87,000 a year but be a shitload happier and downsize his home or not go on as many vacations. These are choices, my man.
So it seems like you're always leveraging
I
the
am,
thing you're
'cause
doing
I'm practical,
to the next thing.
Because I'm scared. I'm practical. I don't want to. The only advice I've ever given in my life, James, I'm super undereducated. I was a DNF student in high school. I've read like 4 fucking books. And the only advice I ever give is predicated on things I've already done. Let's talk about a couple things. There's a couple things that I want Johnny Crestt to do in parallel. I want him to create his Twitter account. Twitter, even though is struggling, and it is, still has a big advantage over every other platform. Johnny Crestt can absolutely type in Pokemon or rock and roll or UFC in Twitter search and see other people talking about it. And I want him to engage with those people. I also want him to tweet at Dana White and the creator of Pokemon and Pikachu Girl 47, that's the #1 influencer on Twitter, and start creating these relationships on social because it's part of the narrative. In Twitter, they will see that you're reaching out to them. Now, Pikachu Girl 47 may say, I'm not talking to Johnny Crestt, but if you do it 12 times, rewarding you on that tenacity and you start building relationships. And try to build in value. Don't hit up Pikachu 47 and say, hey, Pikachu 47, tell everybody about my Johnny Crestt Amazon account. Watch Pikachu 47. And when Pikachu Girl 47 says that she needs something and you happen to be in that town, be like, I got you. Bring value first.
Right.
We have to reprogram, rebrand, and relook at entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is freedom. It doesn't mean making $1 million. It means freedom.